Welcome back, guys. By the way, this is our second Masked Singer recap in a week because I was off last Friday, and we had to reveal Countess Luann de Lesseps.
Yes, we did, the Countess.
The Countess, money can buy your class. There you go.
That's all I know.
Michaela's looking at us like we're crazy. Michaela's our studio audience today, which we appreciate. So a new Masked Singer happened on Wednesday night. It was Trolls Night, which means it was boy band night.
Yes.
So basically, all of our masked contestants sang boy band songs, but by themselves. With some maybe some.
How did they do that?
Well, you want
to hear it? It's a boy band.
You want to hear it?
Maybe I do.
You like to hear it go?
Let me hear.
We'll see how they did this.
Come on.
I'm sorry. And some of the clips they released are very short, so I apologize.
Okay.
But do you remember last week, Anteater was in the bottom two with Countess?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a listen to. He's performing now a boy band song. Take a listen.
Okay.
That's
oh, okay. I was about to go. Now that we're here, that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love that song.
No matter the distance, no matter how far, just went deep down inside of me.
Deep down inside of me. You are. That's hard not to keep singing.
All right.
Okay, so you heard Anteater. What do you think? Thoughts, concerns?
Poor Anteater. Because when he hit a note, it was like, gah!
I think he was trying to take creative liberty with his vocals.
Okay.
He was like trying to
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not judging.
Well, he was okay.
Can I just say, I think his costume is unfortunate. Like, who goes into the Masked Singer and goes, guys, I want to be an Anteater?
Well, it has to be someone of shorter stature, because it's a very, like...
But I think there's more headroom in there than you see.
Than we see?
I think so.
Okay, so maybe they... Okay.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yes.
So we had the Anteater. So then, now this one, I will be honest with you. I have covered the show for 10 seasons. I have seen Nicole Scherzinger cry more times than I can count over these crazy characters singing a song.
Okay.
She's so moved. I'm like, you're watching, you know, an Anteater or a gazelle or anything. I mean, they've had
a velociraptor.
They're singing this giant costume, and there's Nicole. You're so beautiful. I was like, this is the first time now. I'll just say this: the donut. He has clues. Like they had a little clue video before. He talked about how he's recently lost his wife of many years, and how he can't go on. And he thought by doing this show, it would take him out of his grief.
Yeah.
And so he sings this song from 98 Degrees.
Okay.
I'm telling you, watching the clues and then hearing the song, I was at home crying. The first time I have ever cried at the show. Nicole Scherzinger, I've seen a million tears. But all of the judges, everybody, because you were just sad for the donut.
Yeah.
And we're crying, by the way, at a donut singing.
Okay.
Can I tell you I'm embarrassed by that.
You pulled a Nicole.
I pulled a Nicole, but all the judges were crying, and it was very moving because you were like having a spouse that long and they died, and you've lost your direction.
It's very
sad.
Specific clue.
Okay, well, try not to cry listening to this.
Okay.
Cherish you from the depths of my soul. Girl, it's beyond my control. I've waited so long to say this to you.
Oh.
If you're asking, do I love you this much?
He's good.
Oh, my smile. He called his wife my smile, so he added that to the song.
Oh, wow. That is touching. That's moving.
It was so moving. I was like, so in his clues, he was talking about, she's my smile. And every time I'd call her my smile because every time I see her, I would smile, and her smile made... I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot take the sadness right now.
Yeah.
First time I ever cried, but sweet story.
He's got a great voice. I do cherish you.
Yeah.
Great
He's got control.
vibrato. Yeah.
He does. I will say, some of the judges guessed Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
He goes...
Not unusual.
Well, to be loved by anyone. Yes, that's one. I don't know if that's necessarily him or he'd do that because I know he's a judge on The Voice of England.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That would be competing platforms, right?
I don't know. Well, England and America, they probably can do both.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Anyway, I had to admit, in 10 seasons, that's the first time I cried because I was like, dang it. Mm-hmm. That's touching.
Okay, so he's definitely not going to be eliminated anytime soon, in my opinion.
And then, okay, remember Candelabra?
Yes.
We had a guest last week. You guessed exactly who I guessed.
Who did I say?
Destiny's Child. Michelle.
Michelle Williams.
Yes.
Yes.
You took the words out of my mouth, and I was like, that's exactly. So let's listen
Okay.
to Candelabra
Okay.
to see if we still think the same thing.
Think the same thing. Oh, I mean, professional train.
Nicole, go cry again.
Go cry again.
Nicole cries.
Waterworks are working.
Gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I definitely still think the same.
I'm with you.
Professionally trained for sure. And if our guest, Michelle Williams, is true, that's unfortunate she didn't get a lot more time in front with Destiny's Child.
Because she's amazing.
That's a great voice.
She is fantastic. Oh, I was going to say something about her, but now I can't remember. But anyway, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Judges loved her. She did great. That's who I think it is. Okay, so then guess what? We have our last wild card, our last reveal. So we're going to reveal a brand new character.
Okay.
It's the biggest costume in Masked Singer history. It's called the Cuddle Monster.
Cuddle Monster.
Cuddle Monster, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, he's got a song for the Cuddle
No,
Monster.
by the way, I love that song, Casey and JoJo, All My Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that song.
All
That's what I was gonna say.
My
Love that song. So let's take a look at the biggest costume in Masked Singer history, the Cuddle Monster.
Oh, I like it.
Hands up. The right stuff. Hey. The right stuff. Hey.
We're taking away from
I'm
this.
sorry.
Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Hey. The right stuff. Let's
Look at that cute face there. Get
I
closer.
know, the Cuddle
Look
Monster.
at that close up. I want a Cuddle Monster.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. You've seen the 4. Bottom 2, go. Who do you think is in the bottom 2?
Okay, Anteater. Unfortunately, Cuddle Monster.
You are correct, ma'am.
Yeah, because he was ho, ho, ho. That would be me.
But by the way, Jenny McCarthy was loving that because her husband was in New Kids on the Block, Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, duh.
So she was loving this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at the battle royale between the Anteater and Cuddle Monster.
Nothing I can see but you would just dance, dance, dance. And good creeping up on you, but you dancing. All those things you shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't no
Oh, I see what you're saying about the headroom, yeah. For the Anteater, yeah.
So just dance, dance, and start the feeling. Hey, so just dance, dance. Oh.
Okay, of those 2, who was sent home?
Anteater.
You're incorrect.
No, Cuddle Monster.
Cuddle Monster. One and done. Do you have any guesses before I reveal?
No. Was
Okay.
it a boy bander, though?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at who Cuddle Monster is.
Meta World Peace. Oh.
Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing. When they revealed it, I know the name Meta World Peace because I was like, somebody actually changed their name to Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
AKA whatever
Oh,
his name was.
whatever.
Yes, but NBA player.
Okay.
You can imagine the biggest costume in history being to a basketball player.
Right, and it makes him look so much shorter, though, because it's, just
Yeah.
big and like poof.
And he was like, but yeah, Meta World Peace was the Cuddle Monster.
Wow.
There you go. So I can't remember the theme for next week, but they might be off next week for Thanksgiving.
Probably. Okay.
So don't quote me on that. But I do know the next episode, we're going back to Group A.
Okay, so we've gone Group A, B, C, and now.
Now we're going back to the Group A finals. So we'll do Group A finals,
Oh, gosh.
Group B finals, Group C finals, then they all come together for the finale.
For the finale.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? Okay, you guys, we'll be right back. Ozarks Talks AM after this.
The finale.